Welcome to episode 8 of Houseki no Kuni. Last time we had the winter hibernation episode where we have Phos and Antarcticite out here tearing apart the ice floes. Phos trying to get in some training and then ultimately losing her arms. And I have no idea. Will she get new ones? Out of what? Will it benefit her? Where will we go here? Are we still going to be focused in the winter time? Are we going to get some... I can imagine Lunarians showing up. They seem to really follow this whole only when it's sunny thing. So maybe, one of the few sunny days they will show up. Maybe they'll somehow surprise everybody and show up when it's not sunny. I don't know. But she lost her arms and I want to see what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and watch. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. But for now, let's go ahead and click play in 3, 2, 1, play. I have my ideas for, what this could mean for Phos' character. But I could be wrong. And we'll see. Because I don't know what's going to happen. Because I never know what's going to happen in the show. I know she didn't cut off her arms. She considered it. Then this happened. I don't know if they are going to present the concept of being willing to cut off her arms as, brave and courageous and being willing to change, or if they would present it as foolish and trying to take the easy way out and focusing on the wrong thing. I don't know. But we'll see what happened now that she lost him. So she's going in there to try to get them back. I wasn't sure about that because she said going down there would mean being crushed by the ice floes. And because the episode ended on that big moment of, oh, you lost your arms, I was like, oh, she might not go down there then. But she's willing to go down there to try to help Phos out and lost her arm herself. And good thing she's agile and athletic and shit. But this is scary. Are you gonna have a way to get back up? They've just sunken. Who knows where they've gone? Well, you need to get out of there then before anything bad happens to you. I don't want... Phos doesn't need this on her conscience, and I don't want it to happen to you. Back up there. Damn, all the way to the bottom. There's a weapon. Are they down here somewhere? Well, shit, Phos, look what you've gone and did. You had to trip. Well, shit. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see where the hell this goes. Is she gonna get out of the ocean? Out of the sea? Is she stuck? They said they don't have any more of the shell. Rutiel's asleep. Shit! I don't know! I have no goddamn idea. Maybe they'll find them? I don't really see it going that easily, though. She lost her arms, and then we found them, and they're fine now. I don't know. But maybe sometime they'll find them? I did mention last time the possibility of her being without them for a while, and then once it warms up, and you don't have the ice flow problem anymore, maybe they'll, go on a more extensive search then and find them, and she'll just have to wait a while to get her arms back. But that's a possibility. But I don't know, I don't feel like that'll happen, just because I usually don't know. I'm usually wrong. So, this episode's called Antarcticite. Okay, she's fine. She got out of the water. Look at his face! And you got somebody else apologizing for Phos' sake again. This boy, his face is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's like, why do I even with you? Can you Can anybody fix that? Rutiel's asleep. No. He's like, you want to go back out and search more? No. You're fine. Now he wants to take the blame. Everybody wants to take the blame all the time. And Fos always feels like it's on her, and it usually is. And she always makes her feel even worse when other people are apologizing instead. I've heard some people who, as they've gone through the series, have theorized about Congo being evil. And there's definitely a lot going on with him that we don't know. But I can't watch a scene like this and think that he's evil. I don't think that at all. Raise my hands in defeat. I get it. Skull joke. Why don't you just go to sleep? I'm sorry? Do they think they'll wash up? It's a cool pose. Alright. I want to see this place. Through the snow again, though. We might have to crawl. Okay, so her hand is fine. It's gonna be even harder now. Yes. Get up. Come on. It's gotta be a little annoying to work with. Alright, let's see this place where they were born. It's a flat-ass mountain. That image would be a good desktop wallpaper. With all your stuff over on the left. Whoa. Huh, okay. So, usually they don't fully form properly. Interesting. I would think you wouldn't. Oh, she does? A little bit. I mean, how much of that is because of the pieces you've lost? What memories does she not have right now? She has no arms. Hello? Damn. I guess she can use some of this? No, she can't? It won't work? Just have different colored arms. Okay, so it's because of gold and platinum, they just won't. They're not really compatible with the way the rest of her body is. But what about that red stuff? Whoa. Oh. These fucking golden... That's gross. I have a lot of questions. And I guess I have to wait and see. I need to wait till the discussion at the end to talk about all this stuff, but I have a lot on my mind. I have to remember all of it. Make sure I bring it all up. I have a lot of questions. Uh-oh, it's the sun! Whoa, hi? Her arms are expanding. Somebody do something. What the hell is going on? It's devouring her entirely. It's wrapping around her whole body. What the hell is happening? Is she gonna be fucking decked in golden armor? Probably not. Also, yeah, that's happening. Turn around. Or you do something. What is going on? It looks awesome. Indeed, Land of the Lustrous. Good old Antarcticite, only a 3. Back to this. Okay, what the hell's happening? Uh-huh, I would say. Turn around. God damn, what the hell is going on? Okay, good. That was a colorful... There's like colorful ribbons or something attached to that. Yeah, I mean... I'm sure you're a fast guy, considering the power we've seen from you. Well, here they are, bowing to him. Are they actually literally here? Again, I feel like he is a human, or what the closest thing to what could be called a human, and this is about their desire to return to being human, and why they're like, oh yes. So they just hang out here, like, hey man, what's up? There's a lot. Knocking away their weapons. This is nuts. Are they trying to stop his progress? Or are they, I mean, doesn't seem like they're trying too hard. Yeah. That's badass. Holy shit, blade surfing. But what other kind of weird shit might they have, like that one sapphire weapon? Watch out. There's Phos. She's just a blob. She's a slug again. Oh, shit. Come on. What the hell? With your power, I would think you can just get out of this, but I'm worried. What happened? This seems bad. Shit! Ah. Is this episode... Whoa! Is this episode called Antarcticite because she's gonna fucking get taken? So they've got these gem fishing rod weapons. Like, lures out the... Holy shit. Damn it. Well, this is bad. Her leg is cracking. Oh, she's too fragile. God damn it. Oh, this is not going well at all. And maybe Phos can somehow magically save the day at the last second with her new gold powers? I don't know. That'd be a pretty good way to redeem Phos from some of her mistakes. But I worry, and I don't know. I kind of don't think it's going to happen. And if they lost Antarcticite, what do they do next winter? All our pieces are all over. They haven't been taken. So I guess she did it. Okay, she's here. She's okay. Hopefully they're gone? Phos? Oh, she's a cube. Okay, what is going on? Is this her cocoon and she's gonna come out a beautiful golden butterfly? The first one? I don't think you're gonna break that. What's Congo doing? Is he okay? I knew it. I felt like there might still be there, and oh, fucking Jesus. Don't let them know you're there. Whoa. There's no chance Phos is somehow gonna save her, right? It's just real tragic. Unlock the Super Saiyan power! Maybe it'll be a massive, crazy cliffhanger ending where she bursts out of there and is ready to kick ass. Or it'll just be sad. Maybe. Maybe she will. They're coming towards her. Maybe she'll do something. The show is good at surprising me, so maybe she will. Or not. What a tease. This is just the possibility that she could maybe help, and taking all this time not... Oh, don't end. Dude, is she gonna... Is it maybe? Maybe? Yes? Yes? Okay, something is happening. Things are occurring. Holy shit. God damn, folks! What a power-up! What the hell? She can't... Oh my god, ow. It's flowing all... Whoa, look at that. Holy shit. This is crazy. I didn't expect this at all. God damn. And like it's like fucking Gaara's sand. It just protects her by its own will. Whoa. But yeah, she's not strong enough to handle them. To last long enough to save Antarcticite. Don't do that. Don't give her this new power and do this and make us and her believe that she can finally save the day, and then she still doesn't. That's a... Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh, thank God. I was like, are you gonna be that cruel, show? That's just fucked. Congo saved her. It's fine, I think. Maybe? Did he? But goddamn, that's a bad fall. Can he catch her? That look on her face. Did he shoot... Look at his clothes. Did he shoot them down? He threw some shit. What? So did they take... I still don't know. It seems like they got away. All that, and she still couldn't save her. Dude. And now and you're just gonna show her tub throughout the whole ED? You're gonna do that? Okay. I mean, I guess you do have the option of being an asshole. Didn't know you'd take that option. Great. So that's it. And the sun shines in. We got a preview. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about that then. Alright, episode 8. It is titled Antarcticite. And that really should have told me right there, towards the end of the episode. I was thinking, did they title this after her? Because bad things will happen to her. Sure enough, that's kind of a thing. You see somebody's name as the title and you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen to them? Yeah. I just watched Cowboy Bebop episode where we have the ED playing over this like melancholic feeling, and it's a different imagery for the ED, and there's sadness and death, and then I watched this immediately after and it was the same thing, and it's like, maybe I should stop for the day. I'm gonna go watch Kimetsu no Yaiba after this and we'll see what happens. I think it's a little too early in that show for us to be having anything like this, so I think I'll be okay. But yeah. We have... I want to talk about the inclusions. Because that shit's real interesting to me. There's a lot that's real interesting to me. That's why these discussions are always pretty long. But, taking Phos to the cored shore where the gems come from is super interesting. I was really excited to see that. I love that image of just the sea and the snowy landscape and the mountain. Like I said, that'd be a great desktop wallpaper. I'm actually tempted to do it, but I'm not gonna, because I like mine. But it'd be a good one. Either way, and seeing the formations of gems that are in there, and one that's partially kind of formed into a humanoid shape, but not really, and it falls apart because she says most of the gems, most of the inclusions that make it this far, they don't fully form into a full humanoid form that it would take to give them full consciousness and make them a person. And they lay there. It's rare that one of these gems is actually formed. And then when they're formed, Congo comes and gets them and takes them back and just tells them everything that he wants them to know. And there you go. So, again, because of course there's a lot of information they don't know. There's a lot that Congo is keeping secret, and there's a lot about him we don't know. So yeah, it just shows them being even more kind of sheltered. They're just born here. He'll take them and be like, here's everything you need to know. Just tell them whatever he feels is necessary and send them on their way to do whatever their job will be. It's real interesting to think about. And I was talking about last time, the inclusions that form these ice flows, if they're the same as the inclusions that make up the gems. And I don't know if that'll ever be answered. I don't know if it matters. I was thinking about this more over the last, however long it's been since I watched the last episode. But, since they reflect the feelings and the anxieties and whatever of the nearby gems, I feel like they are the same. And, maybe, when they're just in the sea, if I'm just way off base with the details of this, just ignore me, but I'm just talking about whatever. When they're in the sea, they don't have any kind of body. I don't know what the threshold is. I guess they have to be basically humanoid sized before they can fully form a true consciousness. But if they're just in the sea, they don't have a body. But then when it freezes over, they'll form these ice flows, and that's enough to give them semi-consciousness, but not fully. It's not the perfect kind of body. So that's why they're kind of like conscious beings, sort of, but they only can reflect what's going on with the nearby gems and be understood by somebody like Phos. So I don't know the reasons exactly for that other than what I've already theorized. But yeah, that just makes me think about the intricacies of these inclusions and if they're the same ones. And then you've got her putting on the golden arms and wondering if the inclusions will take to them. I wonder how many make them up. Is it millions? Is it just they're microorganisms? So is it just spread entirely throughout? There's just billions within them. I guess they don't run low or run out or anything. Of course, when they lose some, they lose memories. But, it's not oh, you lost too many pieces. Your inclusions can't spread to new ones anymore. I don't think anything like that ever happens. But in terms of the memory loss, it doesn't really seem to be doing too much to her. When Antarcticite brings up the details of their birth, Phos said she only remembers bits and pieces. I don't know if that's because of the loss of arms or just because it's hard to remember being born. I don't know. Antarcticite seems to know it very well. I'm not sure. Maybe she's talked to Congo about it since she spends a lot of alone time with him. But either way, her arms and her legs, big parts of her, and it doesn't seem like she's lost too many memories. Of course, we'll see more of that next time. Maybe if we get back to not winter, everybody starts waking up, she'll be like, wait a minute, I don't remember any of you guys. I don't know. But for now, it doesn't seem like it's been too bad. After the first one, she forgot Jade, and she didn't remember a lot of the conversation she had with Ventricosis, but we'll see about that, just the inclusions, including themselves into, the gold arms and whatnot. I really want to know what the hell's up with all the gold stuff, because that's really interesting, the thought of just, getting some other gem and putting it on her arms, because they don't have any more of the shell. So we're going to get this gold, which is apparently too heavy. As we see, she just clunks right down, but then it just starts freaking out, and it's got a mind of its own, it's branching all around, and this is definitely cocoon butterfly symbolism here. It was great. It was crazy. It was super surprising. It looked fantastic. The show always surprises me, and just watching this happen, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? We're getting golden Phos The imagery of this whole thing was fantastic. And when it eventually comes out and it's all this flowing stuff behind her and it's flowing everywhere and it's leaking out of her all over the place and she looks up and it's leaking out of her eyes and I'm like, that's the thumbnail. That's fucking awesome. That looked incredible and it was so surprising. And this whole episode was so surprising. I had no idea what was going to happen. They're fighting the Lunarians. I'm like, okay, well, Congo seems to know that there's something going on. He can get there. And then they're there. The Lunarians are just right there with him. And I'm like, and they're bowing down to him again, so I'm thinking like what I theorized before about him being a human, maybe not necessarily, but like, you know, whatever could consider to be left of humanity other than other things that they evolved into, like the gems and the Lunarians and the Admirabilis and whatever, or just whatever he is that they bowing down to him. But it also seems like they are trying to impede his progress, or more. I don't know if they want to capture him or anything. And they do. They impede him for some time, actually, which was surprising to me. Not for long. He is able to break free. And, you know, he's got those like things that he shoots out. And I was wondering if that's what he's been doing the entire time. Because the first time, and I think quite a few times when we first saw him attacking, it would just show that he would snap. Or at least that's what I noticed. Maybe he was always shooting off those little gem pieces or whatever it is that he does. And we just didn't notice it. Maybe he would snap them at them. I'm not sure. But I do know that one time. After the Amethyst battle, when they exploded in like all those colors. I feel like that was the first time that ever happened. But either way, they do actually restrain him for at least a tiny little bit. He gets out of it and he's fine, but the fact that they were able to do that was surprising. I don't know what the hell kind of magic was going on there that let them do that, considering how powerful he is, but that was real interesting. And then back to the other battle, you got Antarcticite fighting. Seems difficult, things are going really bad. Phos is enveloped by this golden shit. I've got a really bad feeling about this whole thing. They've got more weapons, they've got like gems on fishing hooks and they explode and things are not looking good. She's getting cracked up. She's doing really well, but you know, she's fragile just like Phos. She's actually slightly more fragile than Phos. And she seems to do it. I was very proud of her, but there was still a bad feeling in the air and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if they're really all gone. And when she's over there investigating Phos, just like that, gets hit, gets taken out, and I'm like, God damn it. But there were so many raging emotions going back and forth during this whole segment, because I'm like, well, she got taken and it sucks. Once again, Phos, you can't say is at fault, but you know, will feel partially responsible. And I won't say it's unfair for her to feel that way, but I also won't say that it's like her fault that this happened. But, you know, once again, she's useless and somebody gets hurt because of her and she'll just feel even worse. And I'm thinking, well, maybe she will power up here. Maybe she'll take control of this gold, bust out, and fight and be badass. But I don't know, the show hasn't really done that yet. Every time I think something like that may happen, the show goes in a different direction, does something I didn't expect. But now, I'm expecting that. We've done that for long enough that that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting her to not be able to do it, and for it to just be sad. So maybe it will subvert my expectations again, but this time by making her get the power up and do some crazy golden shit. And then she does! And it felt like an eternity. If I go back and watch, that was probably a very short segment, but it felt so long with them picking up Antarcticite and taking her away, and Phos getting covered by all the hands, which looked awesome, and you're just like, is it gonna? Just not knowing what I should be feeling. Should I be feeling sad that she's being taken away? Should I be feeling excited that Phos could get a power-up? Like, what is it gonna be? And then she gets the power-up, and it's like, holy shit, that's awesome. And it looked incredible, and it was crazy, and I can't wait to see more of it. She can't fully handle it yet, because she's still very fragile. But when she gets more of the hang of it, holy shit, because even what we saw here was amazing. It's Gara's sand, like I mentioned during the reaction, it just seemed to kind of move how it needed to, and it was awesome. But then the show is like, oh, yeah, you thought? We gave her the power up, and she goes to go rescue Antarcticite, so you think she's going to be rescued? No. Thanks, good, great. Fucking assholes. What asshole? I guess the manga author. What an asshole. You do this and you're like, oh yeah, she did it. Now she can save Antarcticite. No. She still gets taken. She leaps forward. She's like, am I really going to lose her again? I'm like, no. She's got to make it. But she doesn't. She's in the air and she crumbles and falls. Losing a bunch of pieces again. Congo, it even seemed like he shot some shit, so I was like, okay, did he save her? But he didn't seem to. It seemed like they got away. So all these little things where you think, oh, she's going to be saved. And then no, she still just gets taken and she's gone. She's gone. Essentially dead, as far as we're concerned, if we're not going to go to the moon and rescue anybody. Till that happens, she's gone. Nobody to take care of Winter now, really. Well, shit, that fucking sucks. I mean, I know we wouldn't have seen too much of her going forward anyway, because once it got warm, she would have gone back to her tub, which we focused on during the ED, and that was sad. But still, that just really sucks that happened to her, and, Phos, she's gonna feel like shit. Even at the beginning of this episode, it was more of people not blaming Phos and taking responsibility onto themselves. Antarcticite being the one to apologize. She dove in there to try to get Phos' arms back. I didn't know if she would. Just because we had the big cliffhanger with the arms being gone. And she had talked before about the ice floes crushing you if you went down there. I didn't know if she would risk it, but she did. She risked her frail body to go down there. Lost one of her own arms in the process. And couldn't find him. And she's the one who apologized during all this. And then Congo's the one who's apologizing. And he's blaming himself. And nobody will put the blame onto Phos when she feels like she's the one at fault during all this and that she's the useless one. And that just makes her feel even worse that keeps happening. And now, here it is again. And this time they were taken. It wasn't narrowly avoided like with Amethyst. This time, it really did happen. With Amethyst, at least you can maybe say, oh, well, it all worked out. So, it's fine. It didn't work out this time. So she's got to feel like shit, and I was really feeling bad for her. Feeling bad for Antarcticite and all this, but I was just also thinking about how it's going to affect Phos, and like I said, it's not entirely her fault. At this point, I won't lie that it's slightly annoying that she does keep making mistakes that gets other people in trouble or hurt or taken. But again, understanding her character and imagining where her arc is going and all the things that she's already been through, I understand it for the purpose of the character and the story. And, she didn't know this was going to happen when she decided not to hibernate. She didn't break her arms on purpose. She didn't get absorbed by this gold on purpose. She didn't do this. She's going to feel like she did, I'm sure. Any of the others who wake up and find out what happened, I don't know how they're going to react. But of course, again, Congo at the end, he blames himself. Phos just looked so sad. Great performance by her voice actress, too. Like when she yelled out like she was going to fight and got that gold shit on her. That was good. The facial animation and the voice acting. Oh, man. And of course, all the gold animation. Phos is golden armed now. So will she be a super badass? I don't know. Will she just have too much emotional trauma? I don't know. I'm really not sure generally where we're going to go with Phos, and it's really interesting. I was talking about in the last episode, what will the show's kind of view about this be? Like, her being willing to cut off her own arms, will it view that as, cowardice and trying to take some kind of easy way out and not trying to change the right things about her rather than trying hard to learn new things or do new things? She's just like, well, what if I just get new arms and that takes care of the problem for me? Or will it frame her more as courageous for being willing to do something like that and that this is a good thing, even though she didn't cut off her own arms, just the fact that she was willing to or thought about it for a second. But yeah, will it consider this as a positive change? Because, again, she's losing parts of herself. Would the show consider that positive, that she has to get rid of some of these parts of herself in order to grow and change? Or is it going to consider that a negative? Depending on all the memories that she loses, that she's getting rid of parts of herself to get stronger, and that's not good. I really don't know. I really like the fact that, she got these new legs, and so she was like, yes, I can do it now. I got these legs, that fixes my problem, now I can go battle. And then we think that too. I know I did, and I'm sure a lot of the audience did. When she got the new legs and she's so fast, we're like, oh yeah, now she can fight. We fell into the same trap that she did. And then that episode 7 was called First Battle. And we're like, yeah, she's gonna have a battle. And then she stood there and did nothing. And we're like, oh. just with this show subverting expectations. So that just kind of thing makes me think, like, you know, that's not what needs to change about Phos. It wasn't the legs that were the problem, and by that same metric, it wouldn't be the arms that are the problem, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes going forward with both her strength level and her mental condition and what we do with her, but I want to see a lot more of that gold, because that was cool. That was really good. Where we'll go from here, how could I possibly? Why ask? Like, have I known at any point where this show was going to go? No. Still don't. I know, the only thing I know is that it's going to end, and I'm going to really want to read the manga to see what happens next. But I also really like seeing the colors. And I don't want to do that. I have to hope for a season 2. But either way, I want to see what happens. Also, Kongo's face at the beginning of the episode when he saw Phos without the arms was the funniest thing in the world. Just his eyes so wide. But yeah, that was a great scene, and just the fact that Antarcticite was so close to him. The hug. Him comforting her and holding her. Like, I know that he's got a lot of secrets, and there's a lot with him we don't know, but, you know, I can't believe that he's, like, a bad guy. I just can't. He seems to be, like, such a loving father to him, and whatever he's got going on, you know, I have no idea, but that was a great scene. And just Antarcticite's closeness to him and how she's always thinking about him for the episode. And makes it even worse that she got taken. This was a beautiful episode, and sad. And I just have no idea where the hell we're going. And I'm excited. It was pretty friggin' fantastic. So let me know what you thought of it. We can talk about it more in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. We got new episodes of Land of the Lustrous every Saturday. Check out the Discord if you want to come hang out and talk, and the Patreon if you want to support the channel and get early videos. Those links are in the description below. So appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Brute.